So guys, before we get into this video, let me show you some of the worrying headlines on the social media. Like you can see here, this headline here says, over 2 million Kano homeless children at risk of turning to terrorists. NGO warns amidst worsened insecurity. This NGO is issuing a very strong warning to the Tinubu's government that, see, you have 2 million homeless. This one is not out of school, though. Homeless children in only Kano State alone. They are about to join Boko Haram if you don't handle them properly. Tinubu has warned the governor of Kano State to join the APC. He has also gotten the governor of Adamawa State. Tinubu is just fixated, his mind being fixated only on politics, not on the welfare of the people. Now, this NGO is issuing a strong warning saying, see, if you don't cater for these children now, they are going to join terrorists, and then the insecurity Nigeria is witnessing now is going to be worse. Now, there is a video that has been trending where Boko Haram was displaying their armory, their ammunition, how sophisticated they are. And they were telling others to join them, that they want to do the jihad. They want to do jihad in Nigeria. That video trended yesterday. And now, today, NGO is issuing warning to the Tinubu's government that you have 2 million only in Kano, homeless, so that if you don't handle them well, that they are going to join terror group, meaning the insecurity in Nigeria is going to be worse. So guys, now this guy now said this. See what this person tweeted. He said, this report came this afternoon while I was praying. I felt my phone burst. I thought it was alarm. Then I checked and saw it was a report of another attack. My heart sank instantly. I just pretended as though I didn't see it because I'm tired of reporting attacks every single day. This was just last night in Mushere, community of Plateau State. Scores killed, houses burned. Their assailants are no other than the Fulani jihadist terrorists. A whole community of Christian populists destroyed. Another set of IDP candidates. Among all these, the house of a missionary in that community was burnt to the ground. Hey, Jesus. This is happening in Nigeria. Tinubu is focused on campaign 2020. In short, guys, sometimes you don't even know if this country worth fighting for. I mean, these politicians just keep making somebody regretting being a Nigerian. What is preventing Tinubu from going hard on these terrorists? Buhari was even better when Buhari made an ordinary statement and said shoot aside, although he was not serious. But at least Tinubu has not uttered a word. Now, this other headline here says, suspected bandits kill Nigerian soldier during ambush in Zamfara. Do you see it? The Nigerian state has really suffered. Now, a Catholic church is worried over the life of a reverend father. Now, the bishop there has sent people to go and evacuate the reverend father, because the community has been sacked by Fulani terrorists. See what this headline here says. This is St. Ignatius Catholic Church, Ukbo, Mbalum, Benue State. The bishop sent a truck to come and rescue the parish priest because the whole community had fled because of Fulani headsmen. You can perceive the anger and frustration in the voice of the commentator. Nigeria is in a deep mess. Now take a look at what these guys said. Just listen, I will come back to this. So guys, you can see what we are saying. Once you join the APC, your brain stops working, like Bola Dane said. That is why the Benue State governor, who is a reverend father, is saying there's no Christian genocide. Reverend Koka is saying there's no Christian genocide because they joined the APC. I can now see that the covenant is when you join the APC, you dare not condemn the Fulani terrorists, because nobody in the APC speaks against the Fulani jihadists. Nobody. So, like people say, APC is an Islamic party. Now I understand why people are saying all this, that APC is a Fulani party. Now you can see it. So guys, it's really, really so pathetic seeing what's happening in Nigeria. Anyway, let me know. So guys, let me quickly show you how Nigerians have reacted after this video of the bishop sending truck to come and carry the luggages of the reverend father due to Fulani terrorist attacks in a community. This person see as Fulani headsmen pursue one whole village run come out in Benue. Look how beautiful this community is. Those barbarians will now move into fully built and furnished houses. Deep evil being allowed to happen in Nigeria. What did I just watch? God, I beg. So guys, people have been wondering how the governor of Benue State is a reverend father and all this is happening. Fulani is pursuing people out of their communities, now taking over, and the Tinubu's government is not doing anything. Tinubu is rather praising Ribadu, that Ribadu is doing well. Now, this person reacted and said, this is sad, but what breaks my heart most is that the governor of this state is a Catholic priest. This is the saddest part of the whole thing. And this other person reacted saying, this parish, St. Ignatius Kwasi Parish in Iya, Mbalum, Gwa East local government area of Benue State, was the same church that was attacked when armed headsmen in April 2018 armed headsmen in 2018 were two Catholic priests, Father Joseph Gore and Father Felix, and 17 parishioners were killed during morning mass. The same headsmen later ambushed people returning from the burial of the victims After almost 10 years of continuous attack, the herdsmen have succeeded in taking over the land of the people of Aya Mbalum in Benue State. So guys, this is the strategy. Just keep attacking them. Keep attacking them. And guess what? By the time they take over the middle belt, they are coming for the south. For those people who are saying that, oh, the Fulanis cannot invade the southeast, they cannot invade Lagos, it's just the middle belt that is serving as a buffer for now. Once they conquer the middle belt, they are moving to the south. Where are you going to run to? These people are well sophisticated. The Nigerian government will not allow the ordinary citizens to carry arms, but the terrorists are free to carry arms. Now, this other person here wrote and said, my deepest regret is that the Benue State people are not speaking out enough. Their sons and daughters are all in the army, police, and paramilitary. Their politicians like David Mark and Abba Moru and the rest are enjoying their loot in Abuja, leaving the people in agony, pains. And this other person here say, anyone you see campaigning for Tinubu to remain in power, to remain after 2027, consider that person as a thief, as your enemy, a greedy person, and consider that person as someone who does not want the development of Nigeria. Do you need any prophet to tell you can you not see something like, can't you see that? That's what this person is saying. Anyway, guys, let me just allow you to take a look at this video and let me know your thoughts. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Now take a look.
Nigerians, anyone you see, whoever you see is currently campaigning for Tinubu or planning to campaign for Tinubu in 2027 to remain as the president of Nigeria. Anyone you see is campaigning for Tinubu, consider that person as your enemy. Consider that person as a thief. Consider that person as a greedy person. Consider that person as someone who does not want the development of Nigeria. Consider that person as your worst enemy. And do you need any prophet to tell you? Do you need anybody to tell you the truth? Where is Nigeria today? Where are you today? Put tribalism aside. Anyone you see campaigning for Tinubu for 2027, see that person.
This is Father Nyinya.
Yeah.
The parish priest of St. Ignatius. Ayambalong. Everybody is gone here.
Just like desert.
It's a desert now. Maningi, just this beautiful place. We are going to leave all these things behind. For who? For the Fulanis, of course. Kako government was a soldier. They want the Fulanis to occupy Nigeria and remain in Nigeria alone. Can you be a I ask again, who is to stop this? Who? They are busy in Abuja doing nothing, practically nothing. Out of our one small petty issue, but when life is at stake, people are dying. Go to Aso Rock. What is Tinubu doing? I don't know. Except to fly to France, to Dubai, and everywhere. Why his people are dying? This is our village. We don't have anywhere else to go to. See, yeah, man. Now you allow Fulanis to come and take over our land. Are they more superhuman beings than us? Are they more Nigerians than us? Just tell me. You say Nigeria, Fulanis are global people. Nonsense. Nonsense. Will you accept that I go to the far north and begin to cultivate my yam and maize? Will they allow me to do that? But here you say let them come and you talk about transhuman or whatever humans, protocol or whatever ECOWAS. You see all kinds of jargons. What kind of nonsense is this? Life is at stake. People are being displaced. Just do something. If you're overwhelmed, invite the international community to come and help you. Haba. But Pocho will still be there. Everybody is doing Pocho. Government is doing Pocho. Tinubu is doing Pocho at his level. The governors are doing Pocho at their own level. Everybody is doing Pocho. Pocho people everywhere. No wonder somebody say Nigeria is a shithole country. Okay, you have displaced these people. Where do you expect them to go to? Where? Would they come and meet you in Abuja? Haba, what is happening? Nigin be church ne? Nigin biane. Now nobody is here. Kai, move on, like the song was stopping me. Don't come. There's nobody here. I said, Bishop said I should come and pick Father Fair. See a village. He said him. They were very, very frustrated and waiting for me. Who is to stop this? I'm asking again. Who is to stop this? Must everything be all about politics? People are dying. Please, this government, rise to your responsibility. Be accountable. For once, I beg, try. Where is that Nigeria, those Nigerian soldiers that are known to be very brave? Where are they? Or have they also been compromised? Kai, no. I want to. If you don't come, we are finished. They are just like nothing.
Even Satan is angry with this, seriously. The way these guys are acting, Satan is he's certainly angry with these people. Because there are things he will do, Satan will frown at it and say, this one is too much now. Because those riffraffs, they cannot afford to buy catapult, not to talk of AK-47. If all of us become violent, Esther, are you sure I will be here today?
Well, but Barrister, findings according to what Punch released earlier today is that about 271 people have been killed, and that 253 others were abducted in a series of terrorist attacks in the past 4 weeks across the states. Barrister, we have not heard the president speak. Nigerians are wondering, why has the president been quiet? We just hear through his media aides that, we have sent military men to these areas, we apologize, we plead or something. Even when it happened, no statement was released, I think, since Tuesday, Wednesday, up until this morning, kind of early this morning, that we now heard the president has sent a direct warning to the chief of army staff that a group of military men should be sent down there to ensure that they protect. But the thing is, this is always done after a major attack has happened.
Exactly.
It always happens. The same thing too in Yelwata. When they got information from the DSS that an attack was imminent, was going to take place, they came there and then left after a while because it didn't happen as they wanted. Don't they know that persons would have known that there was military presence and waited until they left? And the idea is to remain there to ensure that attack doesn't happen. Most times you hear that it's after these people have left that they now come to attack. Even in Kwara, they said some military men were sent to the community, and after they waited for a while, they left because they got a letter from this radicalist that they were coming to the community to radicalize the residents in that area. The emir immediately told the local government chairman and the authorities that this is the letter they got. The residents too raised alarm before these guys started coming in tranches and habitating in the community forest along the area. So why do we always have an approach whereby the dastardly act or the terrible situation would have been carried out before any measure to either forestall or prevent such a thing is taking place?
That is the hallmark of a failed state. A state that has failed in its responsibility. What you're supposed to do, you are trying to outsource it, maybe to America, because that is what is trending now. America will come here to do our job for us. Tomorrow you blame America that wherever they go, they always leave a problem there and all that. But you are the one that invited them. You are the one that opened your door for them to come in. Did they force themselves on you? No. You call them in. Then later you start blaming them. Look, Esther, this thing is very, very unfortunate. The person that wants to radicalize those villagers in Kwara, who now radicalize them themselves? Somebody must have radicalized them when they were growing up. Is that not true? For them to turn out to be who they are today, they didn't start from infancy. Somebody must have been teaching them, indoctrinating them. And then when they have now become adults, they unleash them into the society. And then tomorrow you start asking, how did we get here? Who are these people? We don't know them. But you are the one breeding them. You knew. All those things you are doing in your small corner. All these Ile-Ikewu that they used to go and teach them things. When you are doing, you don't know that it will snowball into something big at the end of the day. And that was why Jonathan built those Al-Majiri schools, so that you can cut off their lifeline. When there is no more this Al-Majiris to radicalize, the system will gradually die off. That was the essence of sending these children to school, so that they will know that what they are doing is wrong. But Esther, after that, after Jonathan left, what happened to his schools? 165 of them. What happened to those schools, Esther? You can see. The northern leaders, are they not supposed to take a cue and say, this is a welcome relief, and make sure that all their children go through that school, proper education, so that they'll be useful to themselves and to Nigeria. But no, everything is all about violence, 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 violence. They are not even thinking of you. No, you that is very peaceful, you that is adding value to the economy of this country, you that is following due process, you that is following rule of law, when you have any grievances, they see you as a fool. I'm not joking. They see you as a fool. If you are not violent, you are not a human being. If you are not violent, you are not a human being, Esther. That is their own mentality. So how can you live with such a people and you make progress in life, Esther? Is it possible? Do you know how many prominent lives that have been wasted in this sin? I mean, prominent life. People that would have become useful to their parents, their community, the state and the Nigeria in future. Now they are all gone. Killed for no justifiable reason. And you think this will not have effect in our lives tomorrow? A land watered with human blood. A land watered with human blood. It has now become a field of blood. How can any progress come in that environment? Go and check how God will frown at wasting human life. How God will frown at it. When Cain killed his brother Abel, God was so angry, and he rained curses on him. At a point, Cain said, God, this...
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sent a military conscription to Kwara State because of what happened. The governor there, Abdul Fattah, I think, has come out to say that the reason why they did what they did was the people refused to adopt and accept the radical indoctrination that those individuals as jihadists were actually perpetrating in the community, and that was basically what happened. But they said that there were reports that these guys have been along the forest, in those areas, and the residents have been sending messages and complaints that these persons are not part of the community. We don't know who they are, so you need to do something. But that the government of the state government did not respond or react. And then you recall that we heard the NSA gave some persons weapons or so to protect the borders in Kwara. So what happened?
What happened is what happened. That will tell you that these people are not sincere. Seriously, they are not sincere. Because if the people have been complaining and you are aware, you didn't do anything until now. In fact, all of us knew when these Lukarawa people entered Kwara. We knew when they came in there. Imagine if the military had been very, very frontal in dealing with them. Would they remain like this? Would they have become this bold? The answer is no. So we are the cause of our problem because we are always what? Reactive, not proactive.
Okay.
Yes, if we have been proactive, somebody would have gone to question them when they were coming in trickles like that. In trickles. But they have consolidated now. They have dug trenches, to the extent that they can now, pointing where these people are. Or you just know and you keep quiet. Look, listen, one is getting tired of all this thing. Do you want because somebody is going to call and tell me that you can see now Muslims are being killed. The people say it's a Christian genocide. Please, Esther, do you have to wait until either Muslims or Christians are killed before you can make a statement? Do you have to wait? You can see that the modus operandi of this jihad is the same thing. Go and read the history of how Turkey was taken over. How Libya, how Tunisia, Egypt, all those African states that they took over, it was through violence, Esther. It was through violence. So when some people are telling me that they don't know these people, they are not even Muslims, but you benefit from what they have done. All the violence that they visited on the people, when the dust will settle down, you will now come over, establish a government there, establish a media council. You will not tell us now that these people, what they did is not good. Just look at what is going on. Have any Muslim these people that said that Amobito should be sacked? Esther, have they spoken? Have they spoken against this killing?
No, they're quiet. That's the person who is speaking. I think what's his name, Mr. Yusuf, one guy, former NIA boss or something like that.
I said that leadership that
is facing court issues. He went and said that Amobito must be sacked.
That's what I'm saying. Apart from that particular person, I said the leadership that said that that INEC chairman should be sacked. Have they spoken? This issue now that happened and the story, the issue of the INEC chairman, which one is worse? Esther, you can say our people. If the Muslim leadership has been very frontal in confronting these people and what they are doing, Esther will not be here today. We will not be here today, seriously, we will not be here. That's the truth. Things wouldn't have gotten this far. But because they solidly support them, only to be pretending that they don't know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know. So who is arming them? Who is supporting them? Who is giving them logistics? Who gave them the guns? Because those riffraffs, they cannot afford to buy catapult, not to talk of AK-47. Somebody is sponsoring somebody here. So who are those people? Have you seen why I will never believe this Muslim leadership whenever they speak? Because they are not sincere. They are not sincere at all. It is the owner of a mad dog that will call a mad dog to order. When you have a mad dog in the heart, and the dog begin to bark and run riot, it is you, the owner, that will call the dog, come here, go and rein the dog in. But these people just relax. They kept quiet.
But Barrister, findings according to what Punch released earlier today is that about 271 people have been killed, and that 253 others were abducted in a series of terrorist attacks in the past 4 weeks across the states. Barrister, we have not heard the president speak. Nigerians are wondering, why has the president been quiet? We just hear through his media aides that, oh, we have sent military men to these areas, oh, we apologize, oh, we plead or something. Even when it happened, no statement was released, I think, since Tuesday, Wednesday, up until this morning, kind of early this morning, that we now heard the president has sent a direct warning to the chief of army staff that a group of military men should be sent down there to ensure that they protect. But the thing is, this is always done after a major attack has happened. Exactly. It always happens. The same thing too in Yelwata. When they got information from the DSS that an attack was imminent, was going to take place, they came there and then left after a while because it didn't happen as they wanted. Don't they know that persons would have known that there was military presence and waited until they left? And the idea is to remain there to ensure that that attack doesn't happen. Most times you hear that it's after these people have left that they now come to attack. Even in Kwara, they said some military men were sent to the community, and after they waited for a while, they left because they got a letter from this radicalist that they were coming to the community to radicalize the residents in that area. The emir immediately told the local government chairman and the authorities that this is the letter they got. The residents too raised alarm before these guys started coming in tranches and habitating in the community forest along the area. So why do we always have an approach whereby the dastardly act or the terrible situation would have been carried out before any measure to either forestall or prevent such a thing is taking place?
That is the hallmark of a failed state. A state that has failed in its responsibility. What you're supposed to do, you are trying to outsource it, maybe to America, because that is what is trending now. America will come here to do our job for us. Tomorrow you blame America that wherever they go, they always leave a problem there and all that. But you are the one that invited them. You are the one that opened your door for them to come in. Did they force themselves on you? No. You call them in. Then later you start blaming them. Look, Esther, this thing is very, very unfortunate. The person that want to radicalize those villagers in Kwara, who now radicalize them themselves? Somebody must have radicalized them when they were growing up. Is that not true? For them to turn out to be who they are today, they didn't start from infancy. Somebody must have been teaching them, indoctrinating them. And then when they have now become adults, they unleash them into the society. And then tomorrow you start asking, oh, how did we get here? Who are these people? We don't know them. But you are the one breeding them. You knew. All those things you are doing in your small corner. All these Ile-Ikewu that they used to go and teach them things. When you are doing, you don't know that it will snowball into something big at the end of the day. And that was why Jonathan built those Al-Majiri schools. So that you can cut off their lifeline. When there is no more this Al-Majiris to radicalize, the system will gradually die off. That was the essence of sending these children to school, so that they will know that what they are doing is wrong. But Esther, after Jonathan left, what happened to his schools? 165 of them. What happened to those schools, Esther? You can see. The northern leaders, are they not supposed to take a cue and say, this is a welcome relief, and make sure that all their children go through that school, proper education, so that they'll be useful to themselves and to Nigeria. But no, everything is all about violence, 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 violence. They are not even thinking of you. No, you that is very peaceful, you that is adding value to the economy of this country, you that is following due process, you that is following rule of law, when you have any grievances, they see you as a fool. I'm not joking. They see you as a fool. If you are not violent, you are not a human being. If you are not violent, you are not a human being, Esther. That is their own mentality. So how can you live with such a people and you make progress in life, Esther? Is it possible? Do you know how many prominent lives that have been wasted in this thing? I mean, prominent life. People that would have become useful to their parents, their community, the state and the Nigeria in future. Now they are all gone. Killed for no justifiable reason. And you think this will not have effect in our lives tomorrow? A land watered with human blood. A land watered with human blood. It has now become a field of blood. How can any progress come in that environment? Go and check how God will frown at wasting human life. How God will frown at it. When Cain killed his brother Abel, God was so angry, and he rained curses on him. At a point, Cain said, God, these curses are too much now. That will tell you how God will frown at killing human beings for whatever reason. Not to talk of innocent lives. And you are telling me that you not reap the fruits tomorrow. You will, oh. Esther, they will reap the fruit. Those who are sponsoring, those who are carrying out this wickedness. Esther, the result is waiting for them at the gate of their house. That is where they will meet it. I'm not joking. That is the only prayer I have today. That this thing you did to somebody, let somebody do it to you too, or any member of your family. That's all. Because whatever you sow, you will reap. I'm not the one that put that law. God cannot even change that law. As long as He has put it in place, you can never change it. It will definitely come to pass. That is my consolation here. Those who died innocently, those who died for no justifiable reason, don't bother yourself. Your God will fight for you. The person that did this, he will repeat. I don't need anybody to tell me that. It is a certainty. So let them continue. Because tomorrow now, when their statistics will come out, The North will say, we are not good, we are behind in education, we are behind in this, we are behind in human development index, we are behind in the, so how can you not take political power from us? Esther, that has been the argument too. Are you aware? That has been the argument. Very, very awkward argument. So, am I the one that said you should not send your children to school? Am I the one? Is that not the path you are choosing? Thinking that with the violence you can get what you want, you can do whatever you like, you know? That is their mentality. The more violent people they are, they believe they can use it to bargain in Nigeria. They can use it to bargain. And now look at where it has left them and the economy. Esther, look at where it has left them and the economy. And yet they'll be complaining to you. Telling the Nigerian state how the North are backwards, how the North are this. With all the advantages they have, vast land, arable vast land that they can no longer farm. There are people that have been in leadership for almost 50 years of our independence. Can you just imagine? So what benefit have you turned this thing into? Nothing. Except what? Breeding violent individuals. Somebody will just wake up, carry gun, carry cutlass, enter a village and start killing people.
Barrister, let's take a listen to this. Let's listen to what one of the residents and even some of the community leaders there had to say about how these individuals come and make decisions are actually in the community itself, like they know themselves in some instances. Let's take a listen to this.
Now what they are doing in this our villages, bandit will call you and say, I see that your second wife, please bring her to me. And they will have to go and take her. There was one son, wallahi, he told me that his daughter was 14 years old. He said he should take her. He had to take her. And then she come back. And after one of the commanders say also he likes her. And so now these people live with this, it becomes new normal in their lives. This is what happening to our people. These bandits are not coming from anywhere. We know them, we know their parents, we know. Their parents will even come to your house and tell you why their son is a commander. This morning, somebody called me when he had this discussion. His wife was kidnapped by these bandits. And he said last month, these same kids who came to his house and kidnapped his wife, he saw them in front of the house taking cocoa. And then they say, Allah Jare told Allah I hakuri. So please just take it easy and forget just about like the past. And these are the people. And in my village, in Kurfi, there is a lady not far from my house. She was kidnapped and she was having twins. They went with her. When she was going out to the bandits, her 5-year-old kid woke up and he said, Mama, where are you going? She said, no, wait for me, I will come back. He held her leg. Even the bandit couldn't separate the kids. They went with the twins who were 2 months old. And with that kid. So, and they had to come, they had to pay 5 million naira. When they paid 5 million naira, they tell him, go and bring your wife and the twins. So when he went, they paid them when he was coming with the lady. When they were coming out, the bandit hold the 5-year-old. He said, no, go. But this boy went in here, you have to add more money. This I'm telling you, the wife, the lady, the husband, they are alive. When they went to bring the boy was in my house, 5-year-old. On his back, you have over 20 points while they quench cigarettes.
Oh my God.
On the 5-year kid. So if you, this bandit, you say there are certain problems that happen to you, you are being cheated by traditional rulers or police, those common man, they are not part of your problem. So what have they done? What a kid of 5-year-old, you quench cigarette on him.
Barrister.
That is the result of upbringing. Esther, you can see now. Is that not upbringing that caused all this in Esther? If those bandits, they call them, were properly brought up, would they behave like that? Will they behave like that, Esther? Don't you have children here? Why did they grow up with such mentality? Esther, you can see the deep problem we are talking about. I have been telling Nigerian government, call a meeting. Esther, we need to have a conference. Look, we should come together again and discuss. Call the northern leaders. Do you want us to live together or not? Because this your character will never move Nigeria forward. Esther, the federal government of Nigeria need to call a meeting. I'm not joking. All the regions have to come together. Because with this type of thing, Esther, in the next 200 years, Nigeria will be where they are. Because these people will never allow you to make progress. All these things that the federal government, all these proposals, this is just by mouth. Oh. Without peace, you cannot implement anything. Without peace, you are not going anywhere. I'm not joking. Look at that man talking. He said they are there, they are living with them. I told you here before that 90% of the people disturbing us are from Nigeria, especially from the northern region. Only 10% may be from outside. So when somebody tell you that they are from Sahel or they are from hell, it's not totally true. Because they pass some countries before they enter Nigeria. Nigeria is bordered by several countries in the northern region. Yes, they are bordered. So how did they pass those countries and enter Nigeria? Ask yourself. How did they pass those countries and enter Nigeria? So the thing that is doing us is from us. The man was very clear about what he was saying. That is when you bring up children in a very toxic environment. You put wickedness, you put hate in their head. And when they grow up, what do you expect from them, Esther? Tell me. Tell me, can you give what you don't have? These children were indoctrinated from infancy on how to be wicked. How to be wicked, Esther, how to be wicked. And they grew up with it. So what do you want them to return to society? Peace, Abi? You indoctrinate wickedness in them and you want them to give you peace. Esther, it can never happen. Esther, it can never happen. Every time they will tell you Christianity, this and that. Yes, and we thank God for that. They did not indoctrinate us to be wicked. That is the advantage here. Because all this started from infancy. Meanwhile, the leadership that is behind us, their own children are schooling abroad though. Esther, can you just imagine? Their own children, one was paying $5 million for his own children in a secondary school in Switzerland. Meanwhile, the children of the Talakawas are being used as canon fodder. Dregs of the society. Whenever they want any dirty job to be done, they will go to their mosque to gather them and speak one language for them. And you will be hearing Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. And hell will be let loose. They won't even ask themselves, this thing I'm doing, is it right or wrong? Because their leader spoke, it's okay. That is all they need. Their leader spoke. That is what they want from their leader. Just say it and it will be done. Whether it is right or not, Esther. That is the country that want to make progress in life. With this kind of character. Look at how much we are wasted in financial resources, in human resources, Esther. When are you going to recover all these things? No, tell me. Good money that would have been used for education, health, everything. Look at the people on strike now. They are demanding for their money. Is that not why they're on strike? Meanwhile, we are wasting money trying to pay ransom to terrorists who invaded Nigeria. And most of them living with us. We have become so helpless that this thing has become a norm. Imagine. 5-year-old. 5-year-old. Even Satan is angry with this, seriously. The way these guys are acting, Satan is he's certainly angry with these people. Because there are things he will do. Satan will frown at it and say, this one is too much now. They don't care. Esther, they don't care. So when we are talking of Nigeria peace, it is the Christians in the south here. I have repeated this in several times. Tell me otherwise if I'm not saying the truth. So why can't you imbibe the same spirit? Why can't you imbibe the same spirit so that Nigeria can move forward? If all of us become violent, Esther, are you sure I will be here today?
Barrister, some people will say what we are doing is talking. What would you propose we do now?
That we say,
do we keep arms? Do we start keeping arms?
It is good
to protect ourselves.
It is good we call out their leader. That's what I've been saying here.
But the thing is that Barrister, these leaders will be called, nothing is going on, and they keep killing people anyhow. How will people come to your home and kill you?
Because
just like that.
Yes, that's what you are saying. We want to stop it.
Who is supplying them arms?
It will start from their leader. Esther, let their leaders call them to order.
Their leaders are also victims. No. You heard what happened to the emir there.
Esther, before it got to this stage, what was their upbringing? That's what I'm telling you. If you fail to teach your child at home, somebody outside will teach that child. Is that not true? Before it got to this stage, how were they raising their children? Is it not fundamental? It's very, very fundamental. You give birth to a children, you don't know where they are from year to year. They are in the hands of evil men who are indoctrinating them in the name of what do they call it now? Begging. Esther, don't we have Muslims in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia? I mean, core Muslim states. Please, do you see this type, or do you see or hear this type of thing there? It has to be in Nigeria. It has to be in Nigeria, Esther. These children, from infancy, they started indoctrinating them. So when they grow up, what do you think will happen? When you are telling me their leaders are victims, yes, it is the seed, the evil seed they sowed on those children. It has germinated. It has germinated. When they say parenting is not a tea party, there is a serious issue because of your tomorrow. You think it's a joke. If you don't take conscious effort to train your children, then you will reap it later in life. You reap it. Those people doing those things, they were giving birth to somebody. Is that not true? Did they fall from heaven? Did they fall from heaven? Because when they want to run away from their responsibility, they say they came from Sahel. They came from Libya. Why is this not happening where they come from? No, why is it not this hot when they came from? They left where they came from. They entered Nigeria. Look at arguments. Esther, didn't they say that charity begins at home? If it is where they came from, why can't they start it there? They had to come to Nigeria for nothing, and you did not welcome them, Abi.
So guys, let me quickly show you how some Nigerians have reacted after this terrorist killed a military man. This person reposted a video where it was being said that his commander will still give those northern Islamic terrorists amnesty tomorrow. No sensible person will ever die for a country that is not worth dying for. And then he attached a video where a military man was saying that the Boko Haram member can become the president of Nigeria. Tinubu will be in charge of economy. Shetima will be in charge of security and other short fairy tales by awarding playwright and author UNGO Shege serves Nigeria and come back in shame. I pity those who when join that terrorist organization called Nigeria. And many more will still lose their lives. The insurgency will only get worse. So these are reactions after terrorists killed a Nigerian soldier. This person here say, how can you call these terrorists who are killing soldiers bandits? Hey, sometimes it's wrong with many of you Nigerian journalists. Okay, something is wrong with you, many Nigerian journalists. This person here say, another painful loss as soldiers are risking everything daily, yet insecurity keeps claiming lives. Government must move beyond statement, intelligence, equipment, accountability, and real protection for troops and civilians must become a priority. Nigeria cannot normalize this. Hey, Tinubu, only God will save you. This person here say, this is really sad. A soldier gave his life protecting us. We need to do more to keep our soldiers safe. Rest in peace, hero. It's normal now. Terrorism and banditry are northern family business, so no wahala. Hey, me, I'm just saying, people that think that this thing is just in the north, hey, you are playing, because this thing will soon get to the south. I mean, now this person here said, as regards to Kano State homeless children, this person, Kano State children deserve better than this. We must act fast. Education and opportunities can pull them from the brink of violence. This person said they are being trained to become killers because sending them to before sending them to the south. Another person say, terrorism will explode. So guys, having 2 million children, I mean, homeless people in Kano State is another thing. Northerners are not even helping their people at all. All the money Tinubu is giving them, what are they doing with it? Hey, this person say, like I said yesterday, I say it again, this will not stop in the next 30 years unless churches rise up and deploy a security network, Christian security network, to tackle this Islamic menace. We must strategize this in the forthcoming NCLC 2026 in few months. We will not let ourselves to be annihilated by unscrupulous, uncircumcised jihadists. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Now take a look.